Mosin Nagant M9130. The Soviet Union entered World War II with a sniper program built around a rifle already decades old. The Mosin Nagant originated in 1891 from a design competition between Sergei Mosin and Belgian arms designer Leon Nagant. The modernized M9130 variant appeared in 1930 and became the foundation for Soviet precision shooting. Standard issue featured a 29-inch barrel chambered in 7.62 by 54mm R with a 5-round internal magazine fed by stripper clips. Soviet factories selected rifles demonstrating superior accuracy during production testing and fitted them with the PU or PE optical sights. The PU, introduced in 1942, mounted a 3.5 by scope with a simple post reticle offset to the left to allow stripper clip loading. The earlier PE used a 4X optic mounted higher above the action. Soviet doctrine deployed snipers at company and battalion levels throughout the war. The Eastern Front produced legendary marksmen, including Vasily Zaitsev, with over 200 confirmed kills during Stalingrad, and Lyudmila Pavlichenko, who recorded 309 kills. Female snipers numbered over 2,000 in Soviet service. Production reached approximately 330,000 sniper variants between 1937 and 1945. Finnish M2830 and M39. Finland entered the Winter War with sniper rifles derived from captured Russian Mosin Nagants and developed two legendary variants. The M2830 appeared in 1930, featuring extensive modifications by Finnish gunsmiths. The Civil Guard or Suojeluskunta commissioned improvements, including a heavier barrel, improved stock design, and refined trigger mechanisms. Finnish armorers achieved exceptional accuracy through careful barrel fitting and hand-selected components. The later M39 variant, introduced in 1939, refined the design further with an improved rear sight and strengthened action. Finnish doctrine emphasized individual marksmanship, with conscripts receiving extensive shooting training. Winter War snipers operated in extreme cold against Soviet forces during 1939 to 1940. The most famous Finnish sniper, Simo Heiha, recorded over 500 confirmed kills in less than 100 days using an M2830 with iron sights only. Heiha refused optical sights to maintain a lower profile and avoid scope glint. His tactics included building snow mounds for concealment and keeping snow in his mouth to hide breath vapor. Soviet forces nicknamed him the White Death and dedicated counter-sniper units to eliminate him. A Soviet explosive round struck Heiha's face in March of 1940, but he survived and recovered. Finnish production totaled approximately 60,000 M28/30 rifles and 96,000 M39 rifles. Karabiner 98 Kurz. Germany's primary sniper platform descended from the Mauser-Gewehr 98 adopted in 1898. The shortened Kar 98 Kiev variant entered service in 1935 as the Wehrmacht's standard infantry rifle. The action featured a controlled feed Mauser design with dual front-locking lugs and a 5-round internal magazine. Barrel length measured 23.6 inches, chambered in 7.92 by 57mm Mauser. German armories selected rifles showing exceptional accuracy and fitted them with various optical systems. Early war snipers received Zeiss ZF-39 scopes, offering 4 times magnification with a post and crosshair reticle. High-grade sniper variants carried turret-mounted ZF-42 scopes at 4 times or 6 times with finer adjustments. German doctrine emphasized sniper training at specialized schools including Zossen and later facilities in occupied territories. Candidates underwent psychological screening and months of fieldcraft instruction. The Wehrmacht deployed approximately 130,000 sniper rifles during the conflict. Notable marksmen included Matthias Hetzenauer with 345 confirmed kills on the Eastern Front and Josef Allerberger with 257. German snipers earned both respect and hatred from Allied forces for their effectiveness in defensive positions throughout Italy, France, and the Soviet Union. Post-war, captured Kar 98 Kiga rifles appeared in conflicts across the Middle East and Asia for decades. Lee Enfield No. 4 Mark 1T. British Commonwealth forces built their sniper program around a rifle designed for rapid fire rather than precision. The Lee Enfield system dated to 1895 with the SMLE, or short magazine, Lee Enfield, becoming iconic in World War I. The updated No. 4 Mark I entered production in 1941, featuring a heavier barrel, improved sights, and simplified manufacturing. The designation T indicated telescopic-sighted variants selected from standard production. The action used rear-locking lugs with a 10-round detachable box magazine, allowing British snipers twice the capacity of German or Soviet counterparts. Armorers tested rifles at 47 yards and selected those grouping within a 3-inch circle. Most T variants received the No. 32 Mark I telescope, offering 3 times magnification with a fine crosshair. The scope mounted offset to the left, maintaining the ability to use iron sights and reload with stripper clips. British sniper doctrine emphasized concealment and patience over aggressive hunting. Snipers operated in two-man teams with the spotter carrying a standard rifle. Production of T variants reached approximately 26,000 rifles by war's end. Commonwealth snipers served across North Africa, Italy, Northwest Europe, and the Pacific. The number 4T remained in British service through the 1980s in Northern Ireland. M1903A4 Springfield. The United States Marine Corps and Army entered World War II with limited sniper capability and rushed to field a standardized precision rifle. The Springfield M1903 bolt-action design originated in 1903, copying Mauser patents after losing a patent lawsuit. The A4 sniper modification appeared in 1943 by removing iron sights entirely and installing a Weaver 330C scope, offering 2.5 times magnification. Some rifles received the M73B1 at 2.2 times power. Barrel length measured 24 inches, chambered in 3006 Springfield, with a 5-round internal magazine using stripper clips. Remington Arms produced the majority of A4 variants, with approximately 28,000 manufactured. Marine Corps snipers preferred the earlier M1903A, 1 inertial variant, featuring an 8x externally adjustable scope mounted on sliding brackets. This system offered superior magnification, but required the shooter to reposition the scope after each bolt cycle. Training remained inconsistent early in the war, with the Marines maintaining more structured programs than the Army. Marine scout sniper schools emphasized stalking, camouflage, and counter-sniper tactics. The rifle saw extensive combat in the Pacific Theater, where Marines engaged Japanese positions at ranges between 200 and 600 yards. The M1903A4 was rapidly replaced by the M1C and M1D Garand variants, but remained in Marine service into the Korean War. M1C and M1D Garand. American forces recognized the tactical limitation of bolt-action sniper rifles by 1944 and developed semi-automatic variants of the standard M1 Garand. The M1C appeared first with a Griffin and Howe scope mount system and an M81 or M82 telescope, offering 2.2 times magnification. The M1D followed using a simpler Griffin and Howe Type 2 mount with the M84 scope at 2.5 times power. Both variants retained the Garand's gas-operated action with an 8-round on-block clip-feeding system. The semi-automatic capability allowed rapid follow-up shots compared to bolt-action competitors, but added weight and complexity. Production began too late for significant World War II deployment, with fewer than 7,000 combined M1C and M1D rifles manufactured before 1945. The majority entered service during the Korean War, where semi-automatic fire proved valuable in fluid combat situations. The platform allowed American snipers to engage multiple targets without working a bolt and maintain suppressive fire against enemy positions. The M1D became more common than the M1C due to simpler manufacturing. Both variants included a leather cheek pad on the stock to align the shooter's eye with the scope. The rifles remained in U.S. military service through Vietnam, with some National Guard units retaining them into the 1960s. Arisaka Type 97 Sniper Rifle. Imperial Japan developed dedicated sniper variants later than European powers, with the Type 97 appearing in 1937. The rifle derived from the Type 38 infantry rifle, designed by Colonel Nariakira Arisaka and adopted in 1905. The Type 97 featured a 25.7-inch barrel chambered in 6.5 by 50 mm Arisaka with a 5-round internal magazine. Japanese armorers fitted selected rifles with a 2.5 by telescopic sight offset to the left of the receiver. The scope featured a tapered post reticle with range markings calibrated to 600 meters. A sliding dust cover protected the optics and folded downward during use. The Type 97 included a permanently attached wire monopod beneath the forestock, providing stable shooting positions. Japanese sniper doctrine emphasized individual marksmanship and Bushido warrior spirit over Western-style fieldcraft training. Snipers were expected to hold positions until death rather than withdraw after engagement. The Imperial Army produced approximately 22,000 Type 97 rifles during the war. A heavier caliber variant appeared as the Type 99 sniper rifle, chambered in 7.7 by 58 mm Arisaka beginning in 1939 for improved long-range performance. Japanese snipers operated extensively throughout China, the Pacific Islands, and Burma. American forces learned to respect Japanese sniper tactics, including tree-mounted positions and patient ambushes. Carcano M9138. Italian forces fielded sniper variants of the Carcano rifle series, developed by Salvatore Carcano in 1891. The M9138 cavalry carbine, introduced in 1938, became the primary Italian sniper platform, with selected rifles receiving optical sights. Standard specifications included an 18-inch barrel chambered in 6.5 by 52 millimeter Carcano with a 6-round internal magazine fed by stripper clips. Italian armorers tested rifles for accuracy and mounted various optical systems including German imports and domestically produced scopes. Most common were fixed 4 times power telescopes with simple post or crosshair reticles mounted in heavy steel rings. Italian sniper doctrine remained underdeveloped compared to German or Soviet programs. Training emphasized individual marksmanship but lacked comprehensive fieldcraft instruction. Italian snipers deployed across North Africa, the Eastern Front, and the Italian mainland following the Allied invasion. Performance varied significantly, with some units demonstrating professional competency, while others showed minimal sniper employment. The 6.5mm Carcano cartridge offered mild recoil and flat trajectory, but lacked the energy of larger rifle rounds at extended ranges. The Carcano gained post-war notoriety when Lee Harvey Oswald used a sporterized M9138 to assassinate President John Kennedy in 1963. PTRS-41, anti-tank rifle. Soviet forces fielded the heaviest sniper-class weapon of World War II with the PTRS-41, designed by Sergei Simonov. The designation stood for Protivotankovoy Ruzhyo Simonova, or Simonov anti-tank rifle, with 41 indicating the year of adoption. Development began in 1941, responding to German armor threats during Operation Barbarossa. The rifle used a semi-automatic gas-operated action with a tilting bolt firing 14.5 by 114 millimeter armor-piercing ammunition. Overall length reached 6 feet 7 inches, with a barrel measuring 48 inches. Weight approached 46 pounds loaded, making it a crew-served weapon despite single-operator capability. The rifle fed from a 5-round detachable box magazine and featured a massive muzzle brake to manage recoil. The weapon's primary role targeted light armored vehicles, bunkers, and aircraft rather than personnel. Against infantry, the 14.5mm projectile delivered catastrophic wounds at ranges exceeding 1,000 meters. Soviet factories produced approximately 190,000 PTRS-41 rifles between 1941 and 1945. Combat deployment occurred across all Soviet fronts with crews assigned at company level. The weapon proved effective against early German tanks and remained valuable against fortifications throughout the war. Post-war service continued in conflicts including Korea, Vietnam, and numerous Cold War proxy wars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and drop a comment. See you on the next one.